Hey friends, welcome into my Makeup Love office. Today on my YouTube channel, we're going to be talking again about eyeshadow. Today, we're going to talk about those fine lines, wrinkles, crepiness that you have on your eyelids. Have you ever noticed? I definitely have them. My eyelids, the actual lid itself is very, very wrinkled. I have like little fine lines right here at the edges. I have a lot of crinkling going on. It's just not very attractive, and we want to avoid having our eyeshadow settle into those creases and making them look more prominent. So I'm going to give you some tips today. I've got a whole page of notes here on what you can do to avoid making those wrinkles look bigger than they actually are and create a nice smooth look, which will help you look younger. That's always our goal. All right, first thing, you want to make sure that your lids are free of any dust, dirt, oil, grime, anything. So I recommend cleaning off your eyelid first with some gentle makeup remover and use a soft tissue and just make sure there's nothing left from any makeup you've applied before or any skincare products that you might have applied to your face that might have gotten onto your eyelids. You want to make sure they're nice and clean and dry. Second thing you're going to want to make sure you do is have a soft brow. So let me grab my brow gel here. I don't do a lot to my brows, and that's on purpose. I don't want my brow to be very strong and very dramatic. The softer it is, the better it's going to look on a gal our age. So I'm just using this tinted brow mascara, what I call gel, and I'm going to brush through my brows, and I'm going to color those whites and grays. And that's going to kind of fill into any sparse areas. But I don't like using a pencil for the reason that it tends to look too dramatic and too dark and a little overdone. And I think that a really, really strong brow, while it looks great on younger women, I think on women my age, the problem is it's going to draw attention to those wrinkles even more. And we definitely don't want that. So I'm just covering up those whites and grays. Brush through that really well. There we go. All right, my next tip is to make sure you're using a good eye cream around your eye area. I've got one that I am still using. It's from Unique. It's not a Celeste product. This is the eye cream. It's just basically called the Euology eye cream. But I use this around my eye area. It does help to plump those fine lines and wrinkles around the eye. So I definitely use this around my eye. I don't put it directly on the lid, but I do use it under and around my eye to kind of puff up that area a little bit to bring those deep creases out. Next, eye primer. This one is really important to me. Any kind of eyeshadow that's a powder will tend to settle throughout the day. As you sweat, as you go about your day, it's going to tend to slide and settle into creases and fine lines. One way you can avoid that is by using a good eye primer. So I'm going to use this one. This one is by Celeste. This is the Celeste Eyelid Primer. Going to get a good amount of that on my finger. Share between my fingers. And that's going to go directly on my lid up to my brow. Now, as this dries, it's going to leave a slightly tacky feel to it, which is perfect because that's going to make my powder eyeshadow stick to that and not go anywhere all day. Okay, next up, I'm going to dust this now with translucent powder. A very, very sheer translucent powder. I'm going to use the one that comes in this kit, the Conceal and Contour Kit. Right on the end here, I do have a setting powder. I'm going to grab that with my finger and I'm just going to gently pat that over that area and set it. That's going to help everything stay put. There we go. All right. Matte shadows. Matte shadows are your friend, ladies. When you get to be our age, those shiny, glittery, brilliant, glimmery eyeshadows sure are pretty, but they're not your best friend when it comes to trying to camouflage wrinkles. I'm going to show you the difference today. I'm going to use the Coffee Dream palette on one side, and I'm going to just be using the 3 matte shades, this espresso, this cream, and this like cafe au lait color. I'm going to avoid the glittery bronzy shade that's in there. And on this side today, I'm going to be using 2 of my eye glazes. And while I love these do tend to accentuate the wrinkles. I'm going to be using Luna Rosa and Topaz. So these are much easier to apply, I will admit. And I do love these colors, but you'll see when I get finished, they are not as good at concealing those fine lines and wrinkles. Okay, I'm going to apply the Topaz now in the outer corner of my eye. I wear this look a lot, and I do love it, but probably not the best choice when it comes to camouflaging anything. Now I'm going to go ahead and take my big fluffy brush, and I'm going to blend that in. Take my sponge and make sure that I have everything headed up and not drooping around, coming down that corner at all. All right, now on this side, I'm going to start with this cream, and that's going to go all over my lid. Then I'm going to use another fluffy brush. I'm going to go with this Cafe au lait color, and that's going to go in the center of my lid. And then I'm going to take a stubby brush, and I'm going to use the espresso color, and that's going to go on the outer corner of my eye. I'm going to go right above my crease right here, swing around to the side, and add that espresso color. Now I'm going to go back to my big fluffy brush, and I'm going to blend, blend, blend. We talked about blending in a video earlier. If you missed that one, please be sure and go back and grab that one. All right, grab my sponge, make sure everything is headed uphill. All right. Now I am going to use a tiny flat brush and grab a little bit of this espresso to go under my lashes here. I'm actually going to do that on both sides. Okay, next up, we are going to want to make sure we curl our lashes. So let me grab my lash curler here. All right, I have one that heats up. So I'm going to turn it on, give it a minute to heat up. And then all you need to do with this one is simply put your lashes between this slot right here, and then press this lever on the inside up, like that. I got this on Amazon. It was not expensive. Curling your lashes will help bring attention to your lashes and keep attention away from those fine lines and wrinkles. There we go. Okay, let's take a look at my notes here. A little note as I'm adding mascara. I'm using the False Lashes mascara. I've had people ask about false lashes. Again, false lashes are probably going to draw more attention to those fine lines and wrinkles. They're probably not going to help you camouflage that area. I mean, it's going to draw a lot of attention to it because it's going to be super dramatic. as will a sharp liquid eyeliner, which is why I only lined a little bit under my lower lashes and skipped it on my upper lids. So if you are trying to detract from those wrinkles, I would skip the false lashes. Also, when you're applying your mascara, if you're going to put mascara on your lower lashes, make sure you get more product at the root and less at the tip. Because again, you want to avoid calling attention to any wrinkles under the eye. And one final little tip, if you've got a nude or a white eye pencil, another tip is to use the waterline. And we're going to apply this right here at the waterline, right on the outer edge. And that is hard to do and hold a little mirror at the same time, but I think I can do it. There we go. Just on that outer edge. All right, now let's take a look at the two sides. I think you're gonna notice, once I get this little mascara mistake off of here, I think you're gonna notice that this side, you can see the wrinkles and the creasing. It's much more obvious. Let's take a look. Can you see what I mean? I think when I look in the mirror, this side, it's just much more obvious, especially like right in here in the crease of my eye. I think you can see the crepiness much easier. Maybe not as much when my eyes are open, but certainly when they're closed. And when I talk, I do close my eyes a lot when I'm thinking. So there you go. I just think this side looks softer, more natural, more neutral, just an overall more youthful than this side. All right, if you enjoyed today's tutorial, please give me a like and a share. Hit that bell so you know the next time I have a new video out. I appreciate you being here, everybody. I hope you'll give these tips a try. Until next time, see ya.